republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. Meeting minutes. I looked through them. I think everything looked good there. Does anybody have anything to add?
No comments here.
Nothing? Nothing? So I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Consent agenda. Kristen looked over 4A, which is 812 Mill Road. I looked over 2. It looked good. Tree protection fences in. No trees coming down. So I'll make a motion to approve this. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. New grading permits. We have 275 South Bryn Mawr Avenue. Is anybody here for that? Hi, welcome. Could you just come up to the podium and give us a quick rundown of the project? And just on the application, it says there are no trees coming down, or it says not available.
No trees are coming down.
None are coming down.
None are
And
coming
what is this? Just tell us about the project and then what's going on.
This is essentially phase 2 of the pool and pool house renovation. 2 years ago, we presented before the board, and we renovated the interior portion of the fenced-in pool area, added a bunch of landscaping, reduced some impervious coverage by about 22%. Phase 2 is the renovation of the pool house. The pool house was initially going to be renovated. However, there's been some structural issues with the existing foundation, which is going to facilitate the complete removal of the pool house, and it's being constructed in the same exact footprint. We're utilizing the same exact access point that was used 2 years ago. The parking lot will be predominant staging ground. I actually have some handouts for the.
We have it on.
It's-
Do
you
you
have
guys
them?
want? I think it's the file that we
I
have.
pulled an aerial today from Google's map, if it's easy.
All right,
for you.
yeah.
Might as well, you brought
Sure.
them.
Thank you.
So the first sheet is the erosion and sedimentation control plan. So the intent is to enter in off of the parking lot area through the buildings and access the pool house area. The site is a little challenging as far as accessing this because it's centered amongst a cluster of apartment buildings. So really that is the best viable point of entry to the pool and pool house area. What we intend to do and what we did last time is develop a roadway, an entrance roadway. We will have to split through a couple of the river birches that were planted by the applicant, Kaiserman Company, through between the river birches, and then we're going to hug a 3-foot wide walkway coming up and around on top of the play area, and then access the pool house from that location. Right below the play area on for the south side of the play area, there are a couple of 2 white pines that are there, but we'll probably be 35 to 40 feet away from those white pines and no area of proximity to that. 2 years ago, the board did request us to put some tree protection fence around one tree that was kind of south of the pool area, but the pool area itself, which we complied with, no problems. So we did comply with that request. So my background, I'm a licensed landscape architect, so do have an understanding of making sure that we stay away from any of the tree root system and the drip zone of the tree itself too as well.
Thank you very much for that.
And just for the record, could you, on screen here, point out where exactly the pool house is?
If you see the pool right to the left, and then there's a rectangle, a very thin rectangle, where the roadway kind of terminates, that is the pool house.
Oh, I got you. It was
Very,
hidden in the shades. Got it. In the shade.
It's called, the surveyor identifies it as a maintenance building, but
Got
it's the pool equipment's housed there. There is currently men's and women's bathroom. and really just a couple of storage closets. So the Kaiserman's looking to enhance the overall structure itself, create a new pool equipment room, new bathrooms, and then create a small seating area up on the top. So there'll be some internal stairs that'll go up to a top roof deck for soft seating, what have you, for the community.
Gotcha. And on the application, it says you're got like 42 yards of dirt. Are you digging a new footing and everything, or is it going right on the?
We are digging a new footing,
Okay.
and then there's a small infiltration pit. The way your ordinance
Gotcha.
reads,
Yeah.
because we're not creating new impervious coverage, but because we are demolishing a building and building back in the same footprint,
You have to put it in.
that is deemed new impervious coverage.
Where's that going? The pit?
The pit is going right adjacent to the pool house.
Okay.
So
And
it's,
is the dirt being hauled away, or is it staying on site, or?
The dirt will be hauled away, yeah.
And the triaxles or whatever will get through those two birches?
They will not,
They
no.
will not.
We'll put
You'll-
in, we're gonna use a skid steer.
Oh, okay, and bring
And
it
we'll-
out?
Yeah, we'll pull it out to the parking lot
Gotcha.
area, and then we'll load up from there.
And just on this, the plan, I can't tell, there might be, but is there tree protection around the birches at the entrance there?
We have silt fence going to the left and right of that.
Okay.
If the board wants to see the
Yeah,
metal
according to the
fencing,
ordinance, they
Okay.
should have
some tree protection.
some tree protection around it. Hopefully it will help out. And like, as you know, if you could put down mats or something.
Yeah.
Or some chips or something to help protect. You said they're new though, right?
New, they're probably 10 years old.
Oh, 10 years old.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to gauge a size of them, they're probably 28 to 32 foot in height.
Okay.
Heritage River birches, my experience is that they're next to impossible to kill, but
Yeah, I mean, any
so-
protection we can get would,
absolutely, yeah.
to save
no.
them since they are that tall, that big.
And the square footage of the pool house is staying the same?
The square footage is staying the same. I think there's going to be a little bit of an overhang, like 18 inches into the pool area.
Got it.
So the pool area is already impervious because there's all pavers in there.
Yep.
So the way the architect designed it, the roof deck gets a little bit larger, but the footprint stays the same.
Got it, thank you.
I think by about 18 inches, if I'm not mistaken.
And so I would suggest around the two birch trees, protection, and if you can get mats down there, that'd be great. And also, since you're going to be staying, is that north of the sidewalk?
Yes.
It looks like there's some trees back there in this photo. I know it's only a skid steer going back and forth, but if he's staying off the walkway, it's probably within 25 feet of the drip line there, so it'd be good just to get some fencing up there as well.
Just like a barrier?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to keep,
You're talking about the trees as you come up right to the right-hand side there?
correct, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So that'd be my recommendations. Anybody else?
No, I'm aligned with that, and I think we would want to see some updated plans with just that indicated, submitted back to the township.
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you guys good with going ahead and just having
Yeah.
them submitted or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah, absolutely.
Jen, any- good? Good. All right, so I'll make a motion to approve with the tree fencing protection around that trees north of that sidewalk and between the river birches, and then if you can do anything else to help protect the birches.
Okay. Not a
Second.
problem.
All in favor? All right. All right, good luck with your project.
Yep, thanks so much.
Thanks for the aerial view. It was helpful.
Good evening.
You too. Next up, is Hamilton, I guess. How are you, sir?
Good. Greg Lingo, owner of Rockwell Stratford LLC, who's the equitable owner of the property. We were here last month on the 25th, and there was some discussion on which code we should be under. So we since reached back out to John Rice, and we got a determination from him that,
Yeah, Steve Norsini did email
Okay.
us, and he said that you were supposed to go under the old code,
Correct.
since it was up there?
Yep.
So, and you had already been here, there was no changes, it looked like, right?
Yeah, no changes of plan. So
And it was approved before, I think?
We weren't here approved before, am I right?
Not for the most recent plans.
Our plan was approved for, the preliminary plan has been granted for this project,
Okay.
but we haven't yet
Been to Shade Tree.
been to Shade Tree for this particular preliminary plan.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in this case, this was a court-ordered or court-approved settlement. And then our plans initially didn't fully comply even with the old code, so we then had to add shrubs just because we couldn't physically fit all the trees on the property. But now we are in compliance based on the old plans.
Yeah, I looked over the tree table and everything did look good according to the old ordinance. No trees. What else did The only question I had on your tree,
Come up, Dave. We have Dave Sanders here from Site Engineering.
hey Dave, and I think you have plenty of trees. It's just I wasn't sure about it says you are required 191, I'm trying to figure out where my notes, 192 removed of 6 to 18 inch on your tree table. The first one, it says 192? I just can't see from here,
161.
161. And how many are you putting in?
Here you go.
161.
I must have been looking at something different.
I see, this is sheet 12 of 13.
Or 11 of 13, is that 11 of 13 there? I wrote it down, 11 of 13.
My plan set here is,
So if you go to 11 of 13 on the,
This is,
yeah, see on 11 of 13, it says you're taking out, number of trees removed, 191. That's for the 6 to 18 inch DBH. And the replacements required, oh, it does say 191.
yeah, 191,
Oh, so you're good.
51, and 17.
Yeah, never mind, I thought it said 192.
But this is 12 of 13. I'm trying to find the date on these plans. This is dated May 5th.
yep, the plans I have right now are June 6th.
June
We had
6th.
revised everything per the township letters, so.
I got
might be
you.
a little
Can we
Okay,
go to 11?
I
so
don't-
these are
I don't think
old
the landscape
plans.
plan changed much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are old.
Yeah, see right here,
That looks like a typo.
see 192, okay. Might just be a typo because it's different in the other
Yeah,
sections.
well, we can verify on the preceding sheet that shows all of the removals. On the old set, looks like it was probably just a typo. 191, 191. Yeah, okay. I think we're okay.
Well, that's 12 of 6. If you go to 11 of
Well, I think it's.
13,
We
it's
had
all
added
different.
some engineering drawings in front of it, so the.
I got you.
landscape is
So this was an old one that was a
Yeah.
typo anyway, so it's, we don't have the new ones, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And
All right.
Ian, if you're back there, can you turn on our screens, since we're old and can't see? Thank you.
All right, I looked over, I have no other questions. Anybody else?
Project for the record yet, just in general, might be a good idea.
Yeah, if you tell us how many houses. are
Little
going
over,
up,
yeah, a little
how many
overview.
Trees, I guess, total are going out.
So this property originally, the seller and landowner had taken it through the approval process, attempted previously with 41 townhomes. That plan was denied, then they came back with 38 townhomes. That plan also was denied. The plans got appealed to court, and then in October, November, my company started negotiating with the seller and the township to kind of reach the settlement plan, which is a total of 29 single-family homes rather than townhomes. Some features that we added in talking to the neighbors to make the plan more appealable or pleasing was we added a connection here to Eagle Road. Previously, everything was coming off of Stratford. There was concern about the number of curb cuts coming onto Stratford, so we now have an alley where these are backload feeded homes, so that as you drive down Stratford, there's less curb cuts. Changing it from townhomes to single homes was appealing to folks, and that gave us more of a buffer between the Grant Lane neighbors as well. And we have some pretty extensive landscaping that we're going to add along there. So I think this was a nice end result for everyone.
And you're appointing stormwater, I guess, and all that
Yep.
stuff. I'm good.
And I guess, so to clarify, the shrubs and the bushes and the understory that you spoke to, is that meant to be in replace of planting trees, or is that in addition to?
In addition to trees, we also have some shrubs that we're adding to get to the,
Got it. So
Compliance.
there's 446 total, well, these are the old plans I'm looking at, but the total replacement, total removal, total required, total replaced, if you could just, for the record,
Yep.
see what those are.
Dave, if you don't mind,
Yeah, so the latest plan has 223 trees removed, replacement trees 392, and we went with 446 total. That includes the extra shrubbage.
Great. So you're over allocating, which is good.
Yes, when we went back and looked, we actually realized we didn't meet the new code, but we were more than the old code, so we
Great,
left
okay.
it. Yep.
And it looks like a variety of species. We have the appropriate large canopy trees. You're complying with saldo tree requirements, and also it looks like there's a buffer tree requirement as well.
Yes.
I'm good.
And along the Grant Lane western side of the site, there's additional buffer and fence in that area that we're adding, so.
Anybody else?
Um,
Comments?
I guess the last one, the removals, how many trees are staying on site? Do you have that number? And I guess a more specific question would be, out of the 17 heritage trees that are coming down, is there any way to save any of those additional trees?
we walked the property with John as well as
Okay.
Stephen Orsini. Unfortunately, it's been so unkept that a lot of these trees are presenting hazard. And by the time we grade them, we feel like that hazard's going to be exacerbated right
Mhm.
around them.
Okay.
Place is a mess.
A mess.
I was up there, I done work for the family before, and it's,
It's a shame.
yeah,
But-
it's an awesome property.
It's great property.
You guys should just fix it up and just
It's going
take
to
one
be,
house.
it's going to be great here. But right now, it's just not well kept.
Cool.
I'll leave with you also the letter from John Rice regarding the two plans.
Sure. So we'll just blame him if there's a mistake. Thank you. Okay, so, any comment from staff over there, public comment? So I'll make a motion to approve. Can I have do I have a second? Second there. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good luck with your project.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, 5C, application 411 West Wayne Avenue. How are you, sir? I know you were here before as well. Just before you start, has anything changed?
Nothing's
The plans?
changed.
It's all the same, it's just going through the land development process?
And
Okay.
actually, this one is for the grading permit.
For the grading permit, correct, okay. Gotcha. So if you could just tell us, like we did last application,
So
what you're doing, how many trees are coming out, how many you're replacing with?
So basically, we are doing a small mixed-use properties. With the office is around 424 square feet, and it's a 3-story with a basement. And we're taking down around 14 trees and put up 30.
All right. I did go over this, and you do have plenty of trees to be replaced. But it shows you're planting 13 large on your plant schedule.
Yes.
It says you're planting 13 large, and by my calculations, you should be doing 14 large canopy instead of 13. So if you go to your right where it says landscape plan,
Right.
it shows the trees. But I've only counted 13 that would be considered large canopy.
Right.
So I would recommend, by the ordinance, you should take one of the other trees that you're planting and plant one more, like London plane tree or sweet gum or something like that.
Got it.
Yeah, very easy fix. Otherwise, it looks like the calculations are good. It looks like well, you are actually short trees too. You have 32 replacement trees?
Up 30.
I counted 32 on the. Up here. So these are Saldo. So if you go to this plan here, 4, 5, 6 platinums, Tilia 10, 13 large canopy, and then the crepe myrtle, 2 of them, the cherries, 2 of them, that's 4, 17 green giants, that's 21. So they have 21 and 13. And I think you're on the tree removal list, which is on that other link. It says you are taking down 32 total.
32 total.
The other one. Right here, I think is this it? No. Right here. I think plane's up here. So, 1, 2. I did the math, so. Oh, the 12-inch, they didn't add that, and they didn't add the ginkgo. So, in your tree chart, you don't have anything for a ginkgo tree?
Oh, that's one right here. We didn't remove this one.
Oh, you're not removing it?
Yeah, we are not removing. Ginkgo is not removed.
Gotcha, it's just, okay, so they're all mixed in, my bad.
It's an audit of all the trees,
Got it. Okay.
but also this is more than 50% of the trees.
But they would be under the same code as well, because when were you here? Like 2 years ago or a year?
A year ago.
Okay.
Year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so then the numbers are correct. Okay, I was counting, I thought you were taking the ginkgo out.
Yeah, we
They're
leave that one
They're the
there,
ones
yes.
staying. Gotcha. Okay, then it all looks good to me then. And I know the neighbors, you worked with the neighbors on the one side to plant some screening over from them,
Yes.
and they'll be screening on the other side. And there's no way to save that sycamore tree
No.
by
I don't
Vic
think
and
so.
Dean's, that big one?
Yeah.
It has to go?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I have nothing to add to this. Anybody else?
I guess the trees that are staying, the 2 trees that are staying, do we have or need tree protection around those 2 trees?
It's up there.
It's indicated?
Yeah, see the ginkgo at the
I
right
got you.
corner, right
Yeah.
side.
Okay.
I don't see the other one though, but
Where is the other tree that's staying, if you don't mind pointing it out?
I believe it's this one. It's
like okay.
more on the border
Got it,
of both property lines.
got it.
Yeah, that's why we're not removing it.
And
it's healthy too.
I don't see tree protection around that one. Do we know if the drip line is near the new road that's going in, or driveway?
what size tree is that? Does it say? Maple?
It's a Norway maple.
You know, does it say what size in the left corner? Over, no, yep,
Is it 12?
12 inch?
Yeah, 12
Okay.
inch.
That's a Norway maple.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, probably take it out too.
All right, we're good. Just swap out the one species, right, for large canopy?
No, I think they're good because I made a mistake on that.
True,
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
yeah, okay, so good as is.
So, yeah, I think, to me, everything looks good. Anybody else? I think everybody else is on board. So I'll make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
with your
you.
project.
Good luck.
Public comment? No, nobody. There's nobody here. Okay, tree
night.
remove. Take care. Have a good night. Clearing permits, nothing. Violation, nothing. Old business, 8A Morris Circle. Resident Bob was in here. I met with him last week, and he's going to work on talking to neighbors to get their interest in trees. And I think the best suggestion was have everybody just enter the fall tree planting like you guys said last month. But I haven't heard back from him, so we'll see where that goes. That's where that's at. 8B, Wayne Business District, replanting. I just emailed that out. John, you went to look at the trees.
That's correct. Myself, Ricky, and Steve Ledgerton walked and drove the business district. These trees were planted during the course of a project with Gessler Construction during the implementation of the new macadam drive lanes, new sidewalks. These tree pits were put in, some of them existing. We've lost a few trees. Was not something that was unexpected for sure, especially with the drought of 2024 fall. So we put a list together here of trees that need to be removed and replaced. And speaking with James, we're going to have James's firm bid this project. I want to make sure this is done correctly. And at that point, it's going to consist of doing some soil modification and new trees to try to create the cleanliness and aesthetics that was there for the original planting scheme that Jonathan Alderson provided years back.
Great. Thanks for doing that, John, appreciate it.
Thanks, John. Anybody? Yeah, thank you for going out, John, and looking at that. It really needs to be cleaned up, I think. All right, anybody else want to?
So next steps for this, are we ready to bid it out? Is that?
Yeah, James is going to come and take a look at it, give us a price, and then we'll figure out further bidding from there.
Unless anybody feels,
I mean, I might throw a bid in at this
go
point.
for it.
Then I'll-
Enjoy.
Then I'll subcontract you.
Okay, this should work out well.
That's right.
As long as Frank helps, I'm good. There you go.
But no, thanks for throwing your head in the ring to
Yeah, sure.
take care of this.
Thanks to John.
That way we know it'll be done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the
Hopefully.
trees that were planted like 5 years ago?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And-
All those pink horse chestnuts?
No, this is,
They're actually doing well.
They're doing with that, yeah, they flower.
They're doing very well. There was no replacements in that area. I was very happy.
Is there some up there? Yeah?
Gorgeous.
Nice.
And they are loving life. You know, it's tell people right now, they say, what's doing well in our little southeastern district? I said, drive around and take photos and take notes of things that are really, really progressing, and they're the trees you want to plant.
Right.
Because the droughts, the winter desiccation, insects, diseases, different pathology issues, abiotic, biotic, now's the time to get out there in the landscape and see what's working, and that's what you need to mirror when you're, providing insight to clients.
Absolutely. Great.
Thank you, John. Other old business, it's not on here, but I just want to give an update. I spoke to Ricky today. We had suggested an ordinance change with the clearing permit section, and everything looked good with John Rice, and Ricky said it'll probably go to Board of Commissioners in August for a change. There was maybe a little bit of wording, legal wording he needed to add or something, but everything looked good on his side. Yeah, I think it'll be good. And the other thing I wanted to add was, I did see in the agenda for the Board of Commissioner, I think it was this last one, but there was a large payment to the tree contractor for the storm cleanups. Horgan.
Oh, Horgan,
I
okay.
assume Horgan, for all the storm damage. Do you know if there was a lot of street trees is that what we're cleaning up, and do they need to be replaced?
So there was a lot of street trees. There was a lot of parks. The 2.2 mile trail had a lot of failures on it. Some of them from neighboring properties that fell onto our property. There were oddball, corner properties that were within the right of way, streetscape trees. The exact count I do not know, but Ricky probably has that, or Steve Ledgerton. So we can definitely get that to you.
Yeah, maybe just, I don't even know if we need a whole list, but maybe.
Talking about the June 19th storm, I presume?
Yeah, I think that's when it was, yeah.
Yep.
But if Steve or Ricky has a suggestion of where trees came down that they think should be replaced, maybe we could put that on the list for the fall planting. Gotcha, thanks. Okay. Gotcha, okay, thank you. Put my glasses on. What do we have next? Okay, new business. Don't think we have anybody have anything for new business? Annual goals. I am not quite prepared for this one. Did anybody add this, or want to say
It just shows up every month if I forget to take it off.
All right, sounds good.
We're meeting and exceeding.
That's what I like to hear. All right, hazardous trees removed by residents and Radnor Township. Anything to add, John, to that?
Yeah, some of these are storm-related trees.
Okay.
From the storm, such as, the Hartford Park, remove fallen beech trees, that's storm-related. The Macrone Park, that's all storm-damaged, dangerous trees. The driving range, that was just standing dead ash trees that were really bad. And then 124 Wooded Way, those tall poplars were severely damaged within the storm. One we were able to prune. 851 Lewis, I don't recall that one. 67 Oakford, that was some broken branches from the storm. So that's about it. Storm damage related, except for 851, which I can follow up on.
Before we close, I did just want to thank Jen Santoro for all of her efforts on the Shade Tree Commission. Remember,
What are you doing? Where are you going and why? Tell us what's going on.
I'm moving to Philadelphia
Or,
for a living.
are you working down there or?
No, I'm still working at Villanova, but I pay about the same amount for about twice as much space and a garage.
love that.
So,
Love that.
What part of the city?
East Falls?
Nice, nice.
This is public record, so don't give away too many
Yeah,
details.
can't tell you my new address.
Yeah, thank you, Jen, very much, and it was,
Thank you for
it was
having
great to
me.
have
It's-
your knowledge and wisdom up here.
It's been lots of fun.
And it's gonna be a big loss.
Your expertise, your Villanova insights, so much
Yeah.
appreciated. I remember, I think it was the first Fall Fest that we went to.
It was Fall Fest, yeah.
And Jen came up, we lured her in with all of our trees, and she somehow ended up on the commission, but,
I just wanted to show off my cool tree tattoos, that's
There
what
you
it
go.
was.
exactly.
Well-
But seriously, appreciate all of your hard work
Well,
and
thanks for having me.
volunteer.
I'm sorry to leave, I'm sorry to move, but I'll still work in Radnor, so I still have a vested interest in the township.
Yeah, so please come by anytime and
Oh, you'll get
bring your
the
suggestions.
tree volunteer emails, don't
Yes,
worry.
well, if we can still drone anything, you know, I love any excuse to
That's
get
a
out
good-
and fly the drone.
Good call out, yeah. Good,
So-
thank you.
Okay, so I will make a motion to adjourn,
Second.
and all in favor.
Aye.
Right.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Good work.
A little bit longer than I expected.